New ourselves another Corvette video. We're about to take off into town with this thing. We put the new belt on the other night and everything worked out, but it was pouring down rain when I went into town. So I was driving like a grandma, but we haven't really made any hits since we put the new belt on that has no slip. And that's why we lost to the GT350. When I raced the GT350, I was breaking up bad at like 3,500 plus RPM. And I just kept going with it like, who cares? And then we put it on the dyno like 2-3 weeks later, and we had so much blower belt slip that Lucas let out of the car at 3,500 RPM because it was breaking up so bad, which you can see in those dyno videos if you go back and watch those. I might try to throw up an iCard for him. So now we've got this belt. We're going to go on the dyno here shortly. I have not made a hit with this car. The belt was loose on the dyno, so I tightened it after I came off the dyno a good bit because we didn't think about that on the dyno. And I tightened like an inch out of the belt, and a lot of the slip went away. It all went away until like 5,500 RPM, and it was a minor amount in third gear or whenever that much load or more is put on it. So we're going to go try it out today, maybe make a hit on the way into town and see how she fares. I'm gonna run the camera like this. Usually I run it a little bit higher, but I think I'm gonna leave it about right here. So I've got whatever that is inside. Oh gosh. I'm gonna leave it I'm gonna leave the view right here so I can see my data and boost hopefully in the video, wideband, all that good stuff, because this car is actually so rambunctious that it's really hard to pay attention to the gauges when I'm making hits. So often I'll be like, hey Kevin, this and that worked out, and he'd be like, well, what was your boost? And I'm like, I can't watch the boost, man. This thing is ratchet when it's under wide open throttle. He'd be like, you're weak. I'm like, whatever. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we still got a break up, so that's got to be the tune. So yesterday's pulls were garbage. Right now we're going to check the spark plug gap. We're going to make another hit, and then we'll come back and we're actually going to pull the intake off of the blower and see if there's a restrictor plate there. We're going to pull that out and see what happens. Third gear is still garbage, obviously, from yesterday. So we're going to hit it again, see if the gap changes anything. If it doesn't, we still have HP tuners on the way. So we do have it now for the RX-7 and the Vet. If you're new to the channel or you haven't been watching long enough, the RX-7 has a 5.3 liter turbo iron block setup in it, single turbo, with a 8.8 Ford solid rear end. I know that we've had spark blowout with the RB25 in the past from having the gap wrong, so see what happens. Our first spark plug out. We have stock 01 spark plugs, so we're going to take a look at the gap right now. It looks pretty small. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, at least this side numbered that way down. That's not the firing order. Number 1 was at 40. It was gapped at 40, so that was too big. So we brought it down to like 25. They're all at 25 now. That side's done. Throw the plug wires on, pull that side, check that side, make sure all those are still 40, and then change those down to 25. Take it for a hit. Kind of excited now because that is an issue. I know that our spark gap was too big on the RB25, and that's why we had spark blowout while we were like spitting and sputtering in second gear on 4-1 Beach. So let's get to it. It's about 38, 39. First one, 40, 40. Up and down to 25 and see what happens. Everything nice and warmed up. We didn't break up, but we broke in third. Jesus Christ! Man, I tire pressure is. This is just ridiculous. We're gonna drop it. Rear tires are 30 pounds. Air fuels look good. Fucking God. Alright, so we re-gapped it down to 26. It definitely seems a lot peppier. It's braking in third as hard as it was braking in second gear. When I say brake, I mean braking traction, kicking the tires. Shoot me in certain directions, let off, try to roll back in. It's still nonsense. So that's good. I mean, that's great, because before I could make it hit in third gear and feel the blowout apparently after 5,000 RPM. Now it's so rowdy that I'm braking traction at 3,500 in third, so we dropped the tire pressure down from like 30 pounds to like 22, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully seems better. Alright, so apparently with this we're at 22 pounds, but the car says we're at 25 or 26. Awesome. Alright, so what do we know? We finally got our third gear hit. I'm so low on tire pressure that the tire pressure light is on. I've got 20 pounds in the left tire and 21 pounds on the right tire. It still spins, so I just worked with it and gave it everything. I didn't feel any breakups, so I guess we were just having spark blowout. We're good to go for this weekend. If you're down for vets, we got a bunch of vets we're going with. Let's see if it's picking up a third hit. I'm scared to make these hits right here. That's 20 pounds of pressure in the rear. These tires are just I mean, they're like pilots, I think. I mean, the tires that are on here are nice, but this car's ridiculous. Just don't have enough room. Good Lord, that was like 75% throttle. Still not full throttle. Golly, this thing is crazy. Well, everything was a success. What do we know? We're on like 8-9 pounds. I saw 9 psi at one point. We're not breaking up anymore, so I guess we were having spark blowout. It's good to go. Can't wait to run it this weekend. AFRs look good. Tire pressure's all whack, but we need some tires bad. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Hope you like the Corvette content. It's been a while. I'm gonna introduce you to the RX-7 in the next video. We'll see you next time.
Can't stare down the barrel of a gun again. I don't know how I'm gonna have fun again. And this feels like I'm running from the lion now. This feels like I'm burning in a fire.